Good morning. Today is the 9th of April 2024 and I'm going to go through my levels for today. Apologies for the sore throat. I've been a bit under the weather recently and my voice is just about there. But I'm going to do this very briefly and quickly. So, news. There's no major news today, a couple of smaller ones at 10 o'clock, just keep an eye on. So my first level I'm watching today is going to be a rejection, a SPY, let's go back to ES, same area. So I'm watching for a rejection off of Friday's high, and it's an area of confluence as well. These areas here, and that's where the volume comes in. So I'm kind of be watching 52.73, 52.70, 52.75, that area for a rejection. And if we see strength in the market, then I'll be looking for a break and retest along. That's really the only one. The next best level I'm watching for a reject will be up this area here. 5300, which is a psychological number as well, and we've got quite a lot of volume in this area as well, so we could see some resistance up there. Bounce wise, we've kind of been in this range now for a couple of days, and maybe it comes back down to 52. Just make a fine adjustment to this. That area there, 52.36. I quite like the bounce around that area. So 52.36 bounce, which come off that pivot, these pivots here, and this area of confluence as well. So that's really all it is. That's all I'm watching for. Projection 52.75, a bounce 52.36, and obviously a rejection will get down to the 5300 area. SPY is very similar. Kind of watching this 521 area for a bounce. You can see it's an area of confluence, bottoms, tops, bottoms, bottoms, tops, candles, and we've not yet tested it again, so I'm kind of looking for a rejection around there. And also we've got Thursday's dump area 52, 522.85 for rejection. And then a bounce probably around the 513 area, right on this point of control. So a bounce down in this area, 513, which is the lows from Thursday and Friday. Nasdaq, kind of like 18,400. 1847 for rejection, tops of candles Friday, bottoms from Thursday, bottoms as area confluence. Also you can watch up this area as well for rejection, we get back up there. Bounce 18,235, which is bottoms of this consolidation area and bottoms of this area as well. So I'm keeping it very brief, it's very painful to talk. But I want to say it out loud because it's better for me for my trading plan as well. Because if I say it out loud, then I know I've said it and it helps me later on to visualise it better. QQQ, two areas like before. We got 446 rejection area. You know, it's been an area where it hasn't able to break through for some time. And then obviously we got Friday's high, 442.95, 443 basically. And then for bounces, got this trend line area. This is a weekly trend line. So funny how we came into it there, and there, and bounced. So I quite like that area again, 436 to 437 for a bounce. I'll just go on to the weekly. So you can see this weekly trend line goes back 24 years. potentially showing some significance. Notice our volumes reducing on the pullback, on the pushback up I meant, and then higher volume on the pullback day. Okay, so SPX still like this area from yesterday. We talked about 51.87 for a bounce, some major pivots on the hourly, and 52. And if we stay above 5200, maybe we can look for a break and retest of yesterday's high. Gold. So extended right now, hard to go long. Indecision day yesterday. So probably looking for a bit of a pullback before we find a long entry. Just looking to see where the best volume is. Down here, I think. There's not much volume over here, but we've got a recent pivot. So we can watch 22.85 for a bounce. Around that point there, and also it's off 200 as well, so we've got a couple of reasons. But hard to go short or long on that at the moment. Let's draw a trend line in. No shorts until it breaks that trend line. So you want to see it come down, pull back up, and then look for an entry on that break and retest the trend line back down. Crude oil. Kind of coming into this area of volume. So watch for rejection around the 89.60 area, and then the bounce back down there at this point of control, which is around 77 to 78. Russell 2000. Into the daily for a second. We were poised to break out last week out of this box, and we kind of still looking like it wants to break out. We just need to get out of that area. Been in that area since 2022. Putting in but we'll see, it's kind of got to the top of the box and now it's starting to come back down again. But we need to break out over these pivots and close over them, and currently we're below it, so that's the only long I can see. So long if we break 21.19 with a possible target there, that's a rejection area, and if we pull back watch for a bounce around this area here. 2050 for a bounce. YM. Same as before, bounce around here, rejection up here. 39,431, 38,945. And then Bitcoin. Hasn't yet put in a new high, all-time high, not all-time high, but yeah, an all-time high, which is this area here. Hasn't really retested the 50 yet. We are seeing this kind of pattern forming. Maybe we're breaking out now. So we've broken that structure of the flag, pulling back into it. We can potentially look for a long about now. And that's it. Quick look at ES before we go. Kind of rejecting off of that area. I did take a pre-market short actually on that candle, which worked out okay. Just a very quick scalp. And so basically watching for rejection at 52.73, bounce down at 52.36 while it's still in this range. Okay, it really hurts talking, so I'm going to stop now. Thank you for watching. Up next will be the live order flow stream. Okay, hopefully I'll be back a bit later to recap. If not, I'll be back tomorrow on this live pre-market. Okay, thank you for watching.